Hello, I'm Jason Caminiti, and I'm running for City Council. As a homeowner, taxpayer, and someone who sees incredible potential in Fall River, I'm running to make Fall River a better city now and for our future. My family comes from a small business background. My grandfather owned variety stores in Fall River and a restaurant. My father raised me in a small business seafood store in Newport, Rhode Island. This is where he taught me the value of hard work. He also taught me very early on that the customer is always right. I bring that attitude to all aspects of my life, including the City Council. When I graduated from high school, I went to college at Northeastern University in Boston. I graduated with a degree in computer science. I returned to run my father's retail store for several years. It is there that I learned about accounting and management hands-on. I started my career in computers as a developer for a company called Imagine. Through my relationship with them and my background in business, they hired me full-time as their web hosting manager. It was here that I oversaw large budgets and cash flow. This gave me more valuable hands-on education on how to run a business. This is the type of education that will translate well to running our city. Our city is a jewel, not a diamond in the rough. Our location and access to resources give us the perfect position to be a regional leader in attracting new business, residents, and tourists. Our community is second to none. Fall River is a closely knit neighborhoods and neighbors helping neighbors. I've never seen a city pulled together so strongly as Fall River does in times of need. Our ethnic foods and festivals are the envy of cities near and far. We have what it takes to make our city strong again, but we need to make systematic changes to our city government. Our government needs to be transparent and treat citizens as if they were customers. My platform is focused on fiscal responsibility, transparency, economic and business development, customer service, and community. Fiscal responsibility. It is time for our city to start managing our money and resources properly. We need to balance our budget and make hard choices about what we need, what we want, and what we can afford. It is time to start planning for our future and stop bonding for emergencies that could have been avoided. Our city is facing serious issues with public safety. Our police and fire do not have all the tools they need to safely and efficiently do their jobs. As your city councilor, I will plan ahead for our future. Transparency. Our government center has a long way to go when it comes to transparency. We citizens deserve to know what is going on in our government. When we ask questions, we deserve answers. As a private citizen, I've already helped with transparency by leading the initiative to have all city meetings filmed and broadcast on the government channel. When I moved here, the only meeting that was broadcast was a city council meeting. Through education and working with sitting councilors, I was able to convince the former mayor to use the government channel to showcase the city's business. Recently, after the Herald News published a story about Somerset's visual budget, I decided to find a way to bring that to our city. The cost to the city of Somerset was $3,000. I took it upon myself to use my background in website development to bring the visual budget tool to Fall River for no cost to the city. Now, anyone can view and analyze our budget by going to fallrivervisualbudget.org. These are only a few examples of how I have already been working to make Fall River a more transparent government. Economic and business development. Building our economy will take a multifaceted approach. Our economic goals should include building up our waterfront as a destination, reinvigorating our downtown to Flint business district for shopping, bringing new companies to our city. In 2009, I released a documentary film, Pawtucket Rising, which I made to show the city of Fall River that there was more that we could do with our mills to let them sit empty. This documentary aired on PBS. The premise is simple. Bring in many small businesses to fill up our mill space that used to be filled by one large company. That way, if one business goes under, we don't lose as many jobs at once like we did with our large business. Customer service. We, the taxpayers, deserve better service from our government. Our government needs to start looking at citizens, businesses as customers, treating them as if their job depended on it. We should be publishing the manuals for businesses on how to set up in Fall River to make it easier to move here. Put everything a business needs, licensing, variances, and permitting information all in one place. Give it to anyone who's interested. Since moving here in 2006, I volunteered in local organizations and worked with government officials to deliver positive change to Fall River. I humbly ask you to consider me for Fall River City Council. For more information, go to www.ilovefallriver.com.